Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do a wee get ready with me, having a wee chat about life and clothes and picking an outfit for the day. So if you're interested in that, keep watching. That's a wee bit better light. Anybody that does any kind of filming will know what I mean when I say they're following the light all the time. I try to do as much as I can in like natural light because I feel as if it is the most flattering, like if you're in front of a window. Obviously I'm not a pro, I'm still just learning all this, so this is fairly new to me. But I have really been enjoying filming for the channel, and I'm really appreciative of people who follow. I know it's not a huge amount of people, but it does mean a lot to me. I don't know who you are. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. If you're here for the right reasons, then I really do appreciate it, and it means a lot to me for a number of reasons. I don't really want to get into it too much because this is supposed to be like a feel good channel, and it's about fashion and it's about making yourself feel better. If you want to get to know me a wee bit, then I'm more than willing to talk very, albeit kind of briefly, about myself. I mentioned in the last video that I was a single parent, so I'm 40 years old, my son is 22. He has got severe learning and development difficulties, so at the minute I am pretty much his full-time carer, and he is an amazing, sweet, super fabulous wee boy, and I couldn't be any more proud of him. But it can be quite tricky at times, and when you've pretty much got a kid for life, sometimes it can be quite daunting, and it can have a wee bit of effect on your mental health. A lot of things just aren't really possible for me, like the career I used to have, or holding down a full-time job even, or really having much of a social life just really isn't an option for me. It's one of the things that I've had to work through, along with a number of other things, but I have been feeling really good recently. The new person that I've kind of became over the last year, with a more kind of positive outlook, and I haven't done that by myself. I've needed people to help me. I've needed counsellors and support workers and family members, and a number of kind of other mental health professionals to kind of intervene and help me figure out what was going on in my head, because there was a lot of trauma. There was a lot of trauma for of course my phone is going to die here. I film on my iPhone, by the way. I'm going to charge my phone and I'll come back to you. You can skip this part of the video if like mental health and well-being and stuff isn't really of any interest to you, but I'm going to fill you in a wee bit on like my kind of journey. God, that's another problem with filming on your iPhone. It's only get one like output or input or whatever they call for the jack, so if you can't plug your charger in at the same time as you plug your mic. I'm hoping I'm sitting close enough to the mic that this will pick up anyway. I'm going to be brief to say it is just a wee bit of an introduction. I know you might think, oh, this channel is just about fashion and stuff like that, and it is, but ultimately I use it as a way to make myself feel better and make myself feel better. It's obviously a huge part of my mental health. I have been diagnosed and suffering with body dysmorphic disorder, anxiety, as well as depression and trauma. I've had psychiatrist appointments, I've had counsellor appointments, I've been through some like psychosis with like hearing voices and alcohol related stuff, and it's been a bit of a kind of whirlwind year where a lot of stuff that had happened in my past that I used to just keep to myself, and I thought I'd locked up tight and threw away the key and was never going to affect my life. It just all came to the surface, and I realised that it has affected my life. It's been affecting my life for probably since I was like a young teenager or whatever. It's kind of impacted my relationships, and that's probably why I find myself at this age as a single parent and really somebody that doesn't have that many friends. I know that sounds dead sad.
Don't feel sorry for me.
It's my own fault. It's just because of the issues that I've got around relationships and trust. I found myself quite kind of isolated because I used to think that was, oh, the sun's going away now. I used to think that that was the way to kind of protect yourself. I'm just now kind of realising that it isn't, and it can be a wee bit lonely at times, but it's fine. I mean, it is fine. I've got great family and my cousins, I guess you could say they're my mates, but the social life aspect, the work life aspect, all that kind of stuff, it is quite hard not to have it. A lot of self-care, a lot of self-love, and again I've mentioned briefly, on maybe not on this channel, but on my like Instagram and that, self-love and stuff isn't something that comes easily, it's something that has to be worked at. And I kind of do that through guided meditations, through reading a lot of self-help books, through discussion with counsellors, and in a daily put in the work. And every day is no easy. So there's days where I feel I don't really have words for it. I don't know. There are days that are harder than the others, obviously, and sometimes you've just got to let yourself feel it. But you've also kind of got to give yourself a talking to sometimes as well. I do use medication. I use antidepressants and anti-anxiety tablets. I also use something called acamprosate, which helps with cravings for alcohol, because I tend to turn to alcohol for anything. If I'm bored, if I'm happy, if I'm sad, if I've got a trigger, if I've made the dinner right, do you know, anything. It was just like a reward thing that I used to use, and it wasn't really doing me any good. So that's one of the things that I've been tackling as well as like past trauma, and then dealing with psychosis, which was wild. I'll not say any more than that. I just want like people to know that it's not just about fashion and clothes, but it is one of the things that they make me feel good, along with hair and makeup and everything else that some of us women really enjoy, and guys obviously really enjoy. Well, that took a turn, so this is meant to be a chit chat, easy get ready with me. I haven't even picked an outfit yet for the day. Right now I'm just wearing this this grey vest and a pair of joggies, which is pretty much my go-to. All I have to do for the rest of the day is pick up my son and go get some cat food and cat litter, and then I'll go to my mum's for dinner when I'm getting my outfit for the day ready. Honestly, if I could get away with it, I would get like this. Don't even know if this counts as picking an outfit. I told you I'd end up putting a hat on. Just wearing these joggies, Adidas Gazelles, a hoodie and a little jacket. This might be the only option I've got for showing you properly. Anyway, I think I'm about to be late, so I need to hurry. I think this is illegal. I'm stopped at traffic lights right now though, so I'm going to be late. We actually arrived in plenty of time, so that's good. I love when I get here a wee bit early, because then I can sit and listen to the old school rap on Capital Extra. Snoop Dogg was just on. Too good. People always think I'm a nut.
I'm not a nut, by the way, I've been tested.